back to another roof nest video. Today we're going to showcase the Annex for the Condor and Condor XL. Alright guys, so here's the storage bag that the Annex comes in. It's very compactable and packable. You can easily put it in the back of your vehicle. There's also a great storage section found on the back of the Condor that holds this perfectly. Let's go ahead and open it up, take a look inside at all the materials that make this Annex so great. So you can go ahead and open it and you'll go ahead and see that you got poles. These are like your typical ground tent poles. They just snap together like so. We'll put those to the side for now. And then you'll see that you've got an extra storage bag for all of your tie downs and your stakes. We'll put this to the side for now as well. And then we've actually got the Annex, and this thing is huge. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing out. Set it to the side. We'll put this bag over here for now. So let's move on to the process of getting this whole thing set up. So the first step is going to be to lay this entire Annex out in the orientation that it's going to need to be set up in. We can start by doing that. Just unrolling the whole Annex like so. So this might look a little funny, but you actually got to get underneath it and really puff it all out to get it its shape. Alright, so now that we've got it all laid out, the orientation that you're going to want to have here is the zipper in the front. Now this zipper is going to connect to the rain fly that's found on the tent. And behind us is a stiffer material that's going to slide into the channel that we'll show you here in a second. So the first step in this process is to actually lift up your ladder like so. And actually bring it back. The reason you're going to do this is because you can actually enter inside of your tent from the Annex, which is a really, really cool feature. So once that's done, we're going to go ahead and attach the Annex to the tent. So underneath these, which is the rain fly, you're going to see that there's a channel system here. Now this is where the Annex lives and operates, and they run the entire length of the tent. So here's that stiffer section that I was talking about earlier. This is what slides into the channel. So we're going to go ahead and start on the left side of the tent and bring it all the way across. The channel is found right here in the back. So we'll go ahead and take that, slide it in like so. Now we're going to run along the whole tent. So once we've pulled it through the back channel system, you want to give yourself some extra slack, measure it up with the outside shell to match, because we are going to transfer it from this channel to the channel found on the fold out section. We can do it like so. Perfect. You want these two to line up. So once you've finished up the other side, you're going to come back to the side that you started with. We're going to do the exact same thing. Just like that. We're good to go. Make sure to attach the Velcro. So once you've done the channels in the back, we're going to pull out the material in the front to really give the Annex its shape again. So the next process is going to be to attach this zipper to the top zipper found on the rain fly. To do this, you need to make sure to take down both of the rain fly poles temporarily. It's going to make the process way, way easier to do. So the connection point for the zippers is found on the left side of the tent. You're easily going to just slide this in like so and begin the zipping process. So now that we've attached the annex to the tent itself, the next step is going to be to attach these to this little loop right here before we put the poles in. This is going to make it a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and feed the rope through. Run it through the stake. Give it a good little tie off like so. And stake it out. So once the first one's staked out, you stake out the other side. So now that we're inside the annex, we're going to attach the poles to their respective grommets. There's 2 of them, so we'll put the first one in like so. Stake it out like that. Then we'll move to the second one. We're going to stake it out. The final process in the annex is going to be to attach all of the stakes to their relative spots found on the outside of the tent. They all look like this. It can be pulled out like so. Now you're really going to want to stake this out far as you can to help give it its shape. So now you make your way around the annex and find all of the respective straps and stake them out as well. Now, if you're needing a little bit of extra tightness, these are great for that. You can easily cinch them down to make them just a tad bit tighter. So once you've staked out the annex from the outside, you want to make sure to put your rainfalls right back in on both sides. All of the windows roll up like so. You can actually see that there is a grommet here. It easily attaches like so. So you can also roll up the bug mesh if you're looking for a little bit more airflow. They connect to the same grommets as the ones before. All right. So now that we're inside, you can get an idea of how much room is really in here. You can do all kinds of stuff in here. I mean, you can put extra cots if you're trying to sleep extra people. You can put all of your camp equipment and gear. Really comes in handy if it's raining out, gives you a lot of extra room to move around. You can even set up your camp kitchen in here if you'd like. There's tons of stuff that you can really do. The back of the annex also functions as an additional door to get through to your vehicle in case you need to grab anything out. That way you don't actually have to go out into the elements. Now anything you need, easily accessible. And that's the Roof Nest Annex. It's a great accessory. It gives you a lot of extra room if you're trying to sleep extra people or just have extra space in general. One of the coolest features is the fact that you can go from inside the annex up into the tent. You never have to leave. You're gonna be cozy as can be.